Hey everybody, welcome back to my unprocessed life. Today has been, I guess, a successful day. Got another pound of greens in, got my smoothie all drank down, but didn't really have enough food for the day. I needed more. I only brought like 3 bananas with me, and so I've had like 7. Well, I had 8 bananas. I bummed a banana from somebody at work, and so I've had 8 bananas today and my normal greens, and just really isn't hitting the spot. It's about 5 o'clock and I'm starving, so I need to go find some stuff to eat. And yeah, so that's happening. That's kind of the update, the quick little update. I don't know that I have just tons to talk about tonight. It's been, like I said, an uneventful day. Finished all the food, I didn't have any other really choices, and so nothing fantabular happened, or I didn't find any fantastic food or anything like that. I'm rethinking the raw food thing a little bit. I mean, it's been pretty good, but it's been tough to stay on for the last week or so. Which, again, that wasn't my goal. My goal was to make sure I had a pound of greens every day, and I've done that pretty successfully. But what I haven't done is stay raw, especially over the last couple days, and that's gonna need to change. I don't know that. Yeah. Anyway, it's one of those things that I'm struggling with. I go back and forth. There's just so much information out there about raw versus cooked versus healthy versus not. That it's just information overload. It's hard to tell what the best thing is. So I guess you just have to keep trying until you find out what works well for you, and what community and group you most identify with, and kind of go from there. And that's tough, because I keep feeling like, I've got this all figured out. I know where I'm going, and then I don't. It's a challenge, and it's frustrating, and it can be depressing too. And it's hard to keep your wits about yourself and try to realize that you haven't found the truth. You're just trying to find the best thing for you and your family, and so as you can tell, I've been dealing with a little bit of self-doubt. I've been dealing with a little bit of a challenge in my brain, as far as and there have been a lot of nights where I've come home from work and I'm just like, I don't know what I want to eat, or I don't want to eat anything, and then I just eat some bananas and I feel better. But one of the things that the raw food, trying to eat a high raw diet has done is taken away a lot of my love of eating and a lot of my love of food, and that's kind of depressing for me, because it's always been one of the things I've really looked forward to, is cooking food, preparing food, sharing food, eating food, enjoying it, the experience of it. And you can even do that being a vegan. You can even do that from being a low oil or no oil vegan. But once you kind of get into the raw food world, there are ways that you can be creative, for sure. It takes a lot more planning and a lot of time is involved with it. You can't just whip something up as easily, because you're using all pretty well raw ingredients, especially if you're trying to do low fat, high carb, low fat raw vegan. That's a real challenge. I mean, sure, you can eat a bunch of bananas, but you get tired of bananas after a while. Even if you do a banana island, you're kind of like, all right, I want to do something else, and it's hard to keep that much ripe fruit around. Even if it's just one person, you're talking about a lot of calories, a lot of fruit. And you've got to make sure you eat enough greens, obviously, so that you get all of the trace minerals that you need. And there is even some, there's some question, depending on who you talk to or listen to, information overload, as to whether or not all the fruit that you'd be eating is healthy based on the amount of insulin that it would send into your body. And so there's, and there's another side to that too, which is that your body actually deals with that differently than it does with processed sugars. It gets insulin that sends into your, I mean, there's a lot of information overload, which is something I've been struggling with, trying to figure out or feel, you know, I want to find something that is the most healthful it can be without completely robbing me of the joy of eating, the joy of food, and the joy of that, you know, both socially as well as, you know, psychologically and you know, biologically. So anyway, it's been kind of a challenging day, and I think a lot of it's due to the fact that, you know, going from being high raw all last week to, you know, having some veggie sandwiches and stuff yesterday and seeing the catastrophic weight results, you know, that has messed with my psyche a little bit for sure. So anyway, that's what's going on in my unprocessed life. If you want to see pictures of everything I eat in a day that I don't forget to post, make sure you go over to Instagram. That's my feed over there is myunprocessed.life. Of course, you can catch me here with some comments down below. If you liked the video, make sure you give it some Google love with a thumbs up. If you like the video enough, please feel free to share it. If you subscribe, you'll know when new videos come out, usually twice a day, Monday through Friday, sometimes on the weekends. And as always, thank you so much for spending some time with me and letting me talk with you about what's going on. You know, that's great. I appreciate it. You know, I know your time is very valuable and you could be doing anything. So the fact that you spend a few minutes here with me, man, I just really appreciate that. So until tomorrow morning, you all have a really great evening, and I will talk to you again real soon on My Unprocessed Life.